What do you have, Jeff?
A ball?
Why
would you think I would have a crystal ball today? Come on.
Well, I mean, obviously we have a wall worm.
A wall worm.
A crystal ball.
We'll be talking about what?
The Labyrinth.
The Labyrinth, that's right. And then, did you know that there was a moment in time when David Bowie was not going to be in this movie, and it was going to be, guess who?
I don't think you're speaking truth.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, God.
So, you get to learn about a movie today that almost had Michael Jackson in it, but instead had the greatest rock star of all time.
Oh, one of the...
David Bowie.
David Bowie.
And I mean, if we were to do a David Bowie episode, this is probably it, right?
This would be it.
This is the David Bowie episode.
Yeah, right.
So, hey, join us today as we talk about...
The Labyrinth.
Right after this.
Welcome to Whiskey Pop. I'm Zane.
I'm Jeff.
And we're talking about The Labyrinth.
The Labyrinth today, right?
Yeah.
David Bowie.
It's the epicness that we should have had more Bowie in movies.
You know, why did we not have very much Bowie in movies? I mean, he always kind of did these little cameos, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that one movie where it was like a man fell to earth was so bad.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, anyway, today we're going to talk about The Labyrinth. And, I mean... It's one of our favorite movies, right? I mean...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And since this continues our Muppets episodes,
yes,
right?
Of course.
Because clearly Jim Henson, after coming off the popularity of The Muppets...
Right.
He decided to do another movie right after Dark Crystal called The Labyrinth.
Right, which is amazing. Again, utilizing all the skills of all those puppeteers to give us a epic... feel, you know.
And they took it to a whole new level, so they brought in some new animatronics like Hoggle.
Right.
He was like fully animated animatronic head that somebody would wear over. And they had a little camera inside so they could see where they were going.
And then they just took the curtain right away from us all and actually did puppeteering hands.
Oh, yeah, like when they were falling, she's falling down the shaft.
Yeah, it was like,
right?
hey, what can we do that's different? I know, let's just use our hands and not even try to hide them.
They said that was the most dangerous stunt they did in the entire movie. They said they had, I think, somewhere around 70 different puppeteers lined up down this shaft because they're all wearing these nylon gloves, or these gloves, right? These latex gloves. And they were grabbing on to Jennifer Connelly as she fell down, and she was on like some cables as they did that shot, and they were worried that they were going to drop her, and it was the most difficult puppeteering they've ever done. Something as simple as just hands making faces was the most difficult piece of the movie.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
But I mean, what's even more crazy is that we've gone this long without sipping on some whiskey.
Oh, we should do that. What are we drinking today?
Oh, something special actually today.
Oh, really?
This is Joseph Magnus.
Oh, you know, I've been really excited about trying this for a long time.
Yeah, it's a little pricey.
It's like $100.
Yeah, the company is technically
Cha-ching.
out of Washington, D.C., but the spirits are distilled in, I think, Indiana.
Indiana, right?
Right.
That's right. So
is
it MGD or not an MGD?
I couldn't even find that.
I can't. I have to look that up.
They finish it there at, but the story's cool, and just that Joseph was around the Civil War.
Yeah.
Lost his dad, grew up raising his kids, created a distillery, did the whole thing, and then, of course, 1918 rolls around, and you have Prohibition.
So he's illegally making it?
Well, no, it was just kind of like the end of it. He just drank his own stash, but nearly 100 years later, family finds some original bottles.
Well, I want an original glass.
Well, we're going to pour it. And then they get some famous sniftery type people to figure out what the recipe was. And here we have today them redoing what it was.
Sweet. I can't wait. I'm excited. Excited. Ooh, that smells nice.
It does smell nice. I'm just going to
going for it. You going for it? Okay, go for it. I don't know.
That is smooth for being as much proofage as it is.
I know, at 100 proof. It's 100 proof, right?
And that is smooth. I mean, I am picking up a little bit of a nutty flavor.
Yeah, a little bit of nut.
It's with wood.
Tasting some cherry.
Some cherry.
Tasting some cherry, maybe mixed with apple. I think some of the tasting notes they've said on this is like dates and dark chocolates, and I don't know. It's pretty tasty.
I definitely
though.
taste a fruit.
Yeah, there's a fruit in
there's
there.
definitely a fruit flavor.
It's not bad though, really.
No, it's not bad at all. That's
For $100, it's pretty good.
But no, I'm trying to pick up some other note, but it's like kind of falling on me a little bit. It's definitely like a dessert in there. That's got to be the cognac. Oh, we didn't even mention that.
It was in cognac barrels, right?
It's aged in sherry and cognac barrels.
Wow.
That's why we're picking up that much.
That's $100.
That's why we're picking up that
You
fruit.
imagine how much a cognac barrel costs? Mm-hmm. Oh wait, cognac barrel? All right, so the Labyrinth, right?
Yeah. So the Labyrinth is amazing, and we covered that. But more importantly, it has some amazing characters in it.
Oh yeah, so you had like Hoggle, right?
Yes.
One of the first main characters you see that's in the Labyrinth.
Right.
You did see the Goblin King, and you did see Sarah already at this point. But then later in the film, you get the Wallworm.
The Wallworm is an incredible little piece of puppeteering that they didn't even have to add.
And look at how small he is. He's really only like this big. So I think the one we have here is actual size of the puppet.
Yeah, no.
But in the movie, they made him look even smaller than he really was. But I think this is the actual size.
Yeah.
So if you ever wanted to, see the little Wallworm, it's cute. He's
great.
The wall. Come inside. Have a cup of tea.
There was a really nice set of knockers in the film too. Let's showcase these one more time.
Nope, don't hear him.
Don't hear a thing. No, it's not. But think about how fun that piece of puppeteering was.
I mean, they had door knockers. They had the guys who were guarding the doors. So there's a lot of Alice in Wonderland inspiration in this film.
Yeah, a lot of mashups of puppets running, the equipment that's all scary.
Oh, that's right. You see a lot of that, right?
The traps, as it were. So yeah, there was an intricate level. I mean, it was exciting to watch the thing go through.
It's funny. It completely just bombed at the movie theater.
I heard it really stunk.
It stunk bad in the movie theater. And I heard here recently, I had done some reading and found out that this put Jim Henson into like a deep depression for years.
Oh, that's terrible.
So he put so much love into this movie, and it failed. He just was distraught. And like a few years later, he died, right? And I don't know if it was due to this. Clearly, he got sick.
But it was the bog of eternal stench of a movie.
Yeah, it was. But there was such a cult following for this film that happened with the VHS rentals.
Yes.
Which was very typical in the 80s and 90s. Once it's like Lethal Weapon was a VHS success where it failed at the movies, and so was this movie.
We didn't rent a VHS and copy it over to Betamax.
No, who watches Beta? I mean, it lost.
Clearly, the porn industry decided to choose VHS.
That's a whole
other story. Yeah, it is definitely one that we rewatched repeatedly.
Oh yeah, and I loved it. I saw it at the movie theater. I fell in love with it since day one. I mean, you have a dog fox riding a dog.
That's pretty great.
It's crazy.
What's his name?
Sir Didymus.
Sir Didymus. Sir Didymus.
It always died in that movie. There's a part where he's whistling for the dog. You see, it's so damn funny.
Yeah, that's great.
But there's so many great parts of the movie, and there's so much well-rounded characters in the movie. Yes. I will say that I think this is Jennifer Connelly's worst movie. I mean, her acting ability in this movie was subpar. And
I'm convinced David Bowie is the Goblin King.
Yeah, I would probably say, and I still say it's a sock. But regardless of that, I mean...
Doesn't matter if it's a sock or not.
This is David Bowie's best acting.
He's a Goblin King.
Yeah, and I was really impressed, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, he twirls the balls.
Yeah.
I thought for years, man, David Bowie had to learn how to juggle those balls.
Yeah, movie magic.
But instead, it's
a place of puppets. A juggler.
It was a puppeteer behind him blindly juggling those.
Now, that guy was legit.
That's legit, right? I mean, to be a juggler to juggle balls without seeing them, I mean, that's crazy. So a couple little things of history on it, right?
Okay.
So Brian Froud.
Yes.
Did the illustration for Dark Crystal. He was the major influence for this movie as well.
You can see it.
Right, you can see it. The fairies, the goblins, all that fits his style.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, that was his son, Toby, who played Toby in the movie.
Well, there you go.
They didn't even change his name. They just kept it Toby.
We're talking about the same people that worked on the new iteration TV show.
So that's right. So Toby, grown man today, is a puppeteer for Jim Henson's company. And he actually helped his dad redo all the design work for the Dark Crystal, the new series.
Which I am officially almost all the way through.
Finally, oh my gosh.
It's kind of awesome.
So here's another one. I did not know this till recently. Did you know there's a famous Pythonian that helped write The Labyrinth?
I didn't know it until I heard it from you.
Terry Jones, one of the Monty Python
That is
guys,
so great.
did the script for this movie. I'm like, that's so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
all it's missing is Eric Idle. Which is funny because actually there's a Muppets episode in the Muppet Show where John Cleese shows up,
Yeah.
and he didn't want to be on the show, but he's forced to be on the show, and they make him do all these stuff that he doesn't want to do, but he loves the Muppets. So I mean, it's great.
Good stuff. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to drink some more of this.
That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so good.
Is it okay to have like moments of silence because you're...
You know, for $100 whiskey, I'm glad it doesn't taste like crap.
There was almond note in that, almost
Ooh,
like a
almond.
burnt almond. It's not burnt, but toasted.
I'm just talking about toasted.
Man.
That's pretty good, actually. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's really good stuff. That goes on probably getting close to one of my top fives, and I just drank it for the first time.
You gotta be careful, because at top 5 at $100 a bottle.
Well, we seem to be rather bougie when it comes to drinking, even on our drinking games.
So one other little tidbit, there is a ton of Easter eggs in Sarah's bedroom before the movie really kicks off.
Right.
So you see Sir Didymus, you see Ludo smells bad.
Why are we even not talking about?
I died at the bog of
room.
stench, or the eternal stench, when the dog runs across the stone.
Yeah. It's so great and ridiculous.
And Bowie did half the soundtrack for that film, right?
Well,
was there 4 songs from Bowie in that film?
Yeah, not counting. Well, I think there's also the extra or the intro and extra.
Oh yeah, the intro and the exit.
I think he had a couple extra.
Wow.
Minutes, so it was pretty legit.
How cool is? I mean, the only thing that's ever done something like that is like Queen, right? For Flash.
Yeah.
Which one day we gotta do an episode of The Flash. I mean, you want to take cult film B-flick movies to a whole new level. That was definitely one of those movies, and maybe that's what it is. So for you, is Labyrinth one of those films that you really love, even though like the general world hated it when it came out? Are you cosplaying the Labyrinth? I've seen some really cool Ludo cosplay in the last year.
And I've seen
that made my jaw drop.
I've seen a lot of female cosplayers doing the Goblin King.
Oh yeah,
because they can pull it off the super slender look.
Yeah, us fat guys can't pull off the Goblin King. We're more like Ludo.
Yeah. We just hide in a big furry costume so nobody knows our
Did you
true
say
form.
furry costumes?
Stop with furry.
You're attaching a whole other discussion. No furry in this room. So, I mean, yeah, so I got to thinking about the Labyrinth, right? We love this movie, and, you know, labyrinths are hard to find. Now, I guess in Europe, labyrinths are, like, plentiful.
Yeah, sure.
But in the United States, labyrinths are more treated like meditational places.
Yeah, they are.
For prayer and meditation. So, actually, where we live in this area, we have a couple of labyrinths.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd go check one out.
Sounds good.
But before we do that, I want to drink some more whiskey.
This one's legit.
It's not every day we get a $100 bottle of whiskey here at Whiskey Pop. You know, it doesn't matter if you're into the wall worm
or if you're into those little weird funky guys that their heads roll around and fall off.
Oh, the fireys.
Yeah, them.
You got a place here at Whiskey Pop, so please be sure to what?
Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Right there. Yeah, please. The ding. Hey, and you know what? I know we have a ton of friends and family out there who watch this show. Hey, at least you guys like, share, subscribe.
Share, please.
Give us some love here at Whiskey Pop, for goodness sakes. But, you know, in the meantime, you know what? You guys continue to be geeky, and I guess we're going to go check out a Labyrinth here in just a second, right?
That sounds good. I'm going to drink, like, a lot more of this before we get there, though.
So, hey, cheers, guys. We'll see you soon.
See you in a bit.
So, I know it's not much of a labyrinth, but I guess it's the closest thing we got.
Yeah.
So, I guess let's wander around and see what we see here.
Yeah. Especially after that interesting email you got.
Yeah, I know that email is kind of strange. I'm kind of curious, so we'll see what happens.
Let's see.
So, what do you think?
I think we have to go left. Don't stop, just keep going.
I think we need to go that way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's go that way. I mean, tell them what we're gonna find.
Yeah, no telling.
Looks like there's a trail right there. Does this mean we need a walking stick?
And a backpack.
In a backpack. Might be a good spot to come up.
This is it, isn't it?
You know, maybe we should drink less whiskey.
Give me a buzz. So this is the labyrinth, isn't it?
Literally. I wasn't kidding. Dude, I'm exhausted. We've walked all over this freaking place.
And seen nothing out of the ordinary.
I don't even know why we're here now, other than I am like cooking.
Well, the email is obviously crap.
Email's bogus. I mean, we walked all over this place and all we ran. What's that?
Oh, no way. There's no way that that's been here this whole time.
You realize we just
Walked
we started
past it?
right here?
Yeah. So, what is that? Do I even want to touch it?
Alright, I'm touching it. It's, well, it looks like one of the crystal balls from the set. And, that's a Blanton's cork.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a Blanton's cork.
Somebody is messing with us big time.
And we have a
Scroll?
scroll.
Anything on it? Oh.
Press my buttons, pull my handle 3 times. You'll have to score your Blantons.
That's a riddle.
Yeah, straight up a riddle.
It's a riddle, and we have a Blanton's cork, and it talk. Wait a minute. You think what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
This is our Blantons. Our
This
missing Blantons?
Yeah, somebody stole from us and now they're messing with us.
And now we have the cork. You know what that means?
They better not have drank it all.
Oh,
They drank it all.
We're gonna go find our Bland's, guys. We'll see you next week. It's crazy. I mean, who walked all over this place, dude? Thirsty, need some whiskey.